Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another episode reaction to Bleach, 1000 Year Blood War. This is Haarute, my name is Matt, hello. We're starting season 2 today. So I was wondering whether or not to name this like season 2 episode 1 or just like episode 14, but it seems like the consensus is episode 14, which I prefer, so I'm happy about that. So today we're watching episode 14 of 1000 Year Blood War, which is part of the second batch of episodes that started being released. Okay, so I watched like 4 episodes of Bleach in the past week. I mean, for an average shonen viewer, that's not a lot. But for me, it's a lot. I usually just do one a week, so I've been watching a lot of Bleach. I've been chugging Bleach, man. Okay, so last time on Bleach, what happened? We got the Blade is Me, which was essentially learning that Omen Sangetsu isn't really Sangetsu. It's more of a representation of Ichigo's latent Quincy. Then we learned that really the sword was the hollow all along. But then Ichigo comes to, at the end, he decides, you know what, Sangetsu is the both of you. And he decides that the blade is me, he's himself. He attributes everything that he is to both of them that helped them out. So I think that's pretty cool. I do like that. It's a fun reveal. Even though I was already like thinking about like what the fuck is Sangetsu, because I was like one step ahead, but like I like the idea that at the very beginning of Bleach, like Urahara like does a lot of shit to Ichigo, and he just becomes a Soul Reaper, and he just gets Sangetsu, and he just like gets a lot of shit, and you don't really fully know exactly what that means because you haven't been introduced to all of these concepts yet, like what the fucking Asauchi is or the academy. So it's awesome that this is being introduced like this late into the story, and retroactively it makes you think like, okay, but what the fuck was that then? You know, I do like that a lot. Yeah, before that we also got a couple of episodes where we got to learn about Ichigo's mom, Masaki, and Ishin. And a little bit of Ryuken and Urahara. It was really fun. So, yeah. And then the final singer we got for the previous season was Uryū being recruited by the Wonder Reich. I have no idea what that's about, so I suppose we'll see what happens this episode. Before that, Patreon. Check out the Patreon link in the description below. You can support the channel, and you can watch early episodes as well as full-on reactions. So I should be 2 episodes ahead when this comes out. So yeah, check out the link in the description below in order to see those videos if you're interested. Okay, let us begin. So, Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, episode 14. Let's go. Yes, the first shot of the season. Come. Okay. Whoa, this imagery is something. My guess is that this is the Quincy's giving the powers to Yahabaha. So, Yahabaha was reborn then, maybe. New beat. I like this one more than the previous one immediately. It sounds very punk. Okay, this one has the swag and style that we used to have back in the day. Damn, look at that suit. Damn. Oh, this is awesome. It's like a mob boss. Shinji. Okay, this is awesome. Damn, Uryū looks so fucking sick. There's a violin. Yes, a double neck guitar. Oh! I guess we're setting up Ichigo and Uryū to fight. Makes sense. But I want to hear what he has to say about it. Okay, I don't know about the song. The intro of the song is really good, but the animation really did it for me. I wasn't sure about it at first, but then I started seeing the swag that everyone was having, and I'm like, okay, you know what? This is good. Yep, that's an understatement. So training arc is not done yet. Wait, he's leaving? Yeah, like, I was thinking, I think he implied we're gonna train more. Your power-up wasn't enough. You need 3 swords. Oh, Wekamundo, hi, what's up? Well, that guy's tall. That guy looks like Thor, what the fuck? Okay. There sure was an attempt last season. Introducing Uryū. Alright. Okay. Whoa, okay. What the fuck? Even they are like, what? What does he mean by that? Literally what? Okay. What does he mean by that? Even they are like, what the fuck? Sure. Okay, let's just fuck. Sure. Alright, cool. At least they did it in my room. I like that we're gonna start making these characters actually be characters, not just forces. This is awesome, I like this a lot. I was not expecting that voice coming out of that character. I like her. She has cool hair, cool personality. Green hair girl. Her name's Candy.
陛下の後継者はてっきりあんただと思ってたんだがな。それなのにあんた自身は何もねえのかよ。陛下のご意志が全てだ。ふぬけたもんだな。がっかりだぜ。だったら今すぐその椅子譲れよ。あんなポットでにくれてやって平気な椅子なら俺が。
That's not what he said.
俺なら落ち着いてんぜ。
Are you gonna die, Basby?
本当だ、落ち着いてるね。
Look at this Aizen looking motherfucker. It looks like if Aizen and Kyoraku had a kid. Okay, there's Quincy politics that I have no fucking clue what's going on about. I mean, I want to know too, so. That's really cool imagery. I like that a lot. I like this a lot. Okay, that's a good question. Okay.
その全てが真実だったのだと確信しました。クイーンシーが死神とは決して相入れぬ存在であること、僕が何者なのか、僕は全てと決別してここに来た。
He's gonna drink his blood.
これでお前の力はじきに目覚める。お前には私と同じ A の文字を。
Okay. Baby of origin, whatever that means. Man, Orihime looks so much like Masaki, especially with her hair like that. Who's that behind them? Grimjo.
ユハバッハに勝つことなどできん。ゆえに恩師には死神を超えてもらう。
Sure. Okay, sure. Whatever this is. Whoa. Okay, so God declared that you should be here. Hell yeah. Is he talking to Kyoto? Yes! Yes! Everyone's still kicking. Everyone's just chilling. Yeah! I love that new hairstyle for Lisa. Lisa looks great. Okay. Good to see more Rukia. Always good. Yeah! He didn't die! He's gonna come back stronger than ever. Oh, this is increased gravity like Dragon Ball. Did he get a redesign too? I love seeing Tatsuki. I like Tatsuki. Whoa. Why are you here? Also, why does he know that?
いちごくんとの別れについて。
Okay.
いちごくんは今ソウルソサエティを守るためにこっちへ来てくれてる。
So he might just fucking die. So
まあ彼のことだから無事に戻ってくるだろうとは思うけど、彼がどんな力を身につけて戻ってくるかわからないってことさ。
ooh.
それの何が問題なんです？
殻の種類によっては現世に影響を及ぼすことも考えられる。
He might not be able to be in the world of love.
もん全部あんたらの都合じゃねえか。現世のためって名目でそっちに閉じ込めるってのかよ。
その場合はそうなる。
可能性の話ってことですよね。
Give me a percentage here.
その可能性は万に一つかそれ以下だよ。本当にそうなる可能性も考えられなくはないって程度の話さ。
その程度の可能性の話をわざわざこんな
Showing the
その
kindness
程度の可
actually.
能性の話を友達の君らに黙っておくことがいちごくんへの義理を通したと言えるかい？はいこれ。
You can go to heaven. I mean, not having heaven, just the first heaven. Sold tickets.
万が一
Oh man, those are gonna come back.
なんかさ
She looks good with the
平和だな
ponytail.
って思って。でもさ、こんな風に人間の私たち
Nell,
が
Don the
レ
Chaka,
コードの
and
普通に住む
special. Why is special with this at the
カラー
bottom?
の人たちを助けたり、死神の人たちのために頑張ったり、なんかいいなって思って。
Aw. Excuse me? Are they back immediately?
何が起きた。
Y'all are dead.
異常を示してやがる。何が起きてるんだ。
Okay. Wait, what?
進行完了。
No, they just straight up teleported them into like nega space or something. Frequency is close to 900 years. Is mine after 90 years. Is strength after 9.
その歌には続きがある。9日間を
And the world
世界を
in
取り
9
戻す。
days.
世界が終わる9日間だ。
Sure. Bleach 14. The last 9 days. Oh my fucking god. Ooh, good. The autotune took me out. It lost me immediately. Man, Uryū is like a mayor player now. Okay, that's it. Do we get a poem at the end?
合わす背中の凍てつきが焼ける刃の焦燥を断つ
Peace from shadows. Okay, so the world is ending in 9 days. What does it mean by the world? I have no fucking clue. Because he's in Soul Society, I guess, or he teleported Soul Society away. I don't fucking know. Okay, I'm getting caught up in the, like details here, but like, okay. Good first episode. It really feels like a first episode. Next episode, we're just gonna do a redo of the first 13 episodes where like it's gonna start and then it's gonna immediately go into like a siege that's gonna last like 8 episodes and everyone's gonna fucking die. Like, is that what we're gonna do? We might. But okay, so yeah, we have a bunch of Stern Ritters marching into Nega Seirete. I don't know what the fuck they did. It looks like they teleported the Seirete into like a different dimension. That's what it looks like to me. At first I thought that they like destroyed the barrier because there is a barrier in the Seirete, but it's like that wouldn't really mean much because they already like infiltrated Seirete before. I think they just teleported it away. Like the entire Haarute is covered by some blue stuff. Sky is red, and there's like a shot you can see where like there's an entire dome that it just looks like it was just taken away. So it looks like the Haarute has just been sealed into like some other place that maybe we can't reach. So okay, let's see how this goes. Man, I'm going to miss Saihate. I am going to miss Saihate, but Senarin. I don't like autotune. I just don't. And that's not like a comment on the music industry or whatever. That's just my personal preference. I think autotune sounds like shit. And part of it is probably because I'm Latin American. I've been raised in a region where autotune is rampant, and it's also part of a genre of music that I hate. So hearing autotune in any context for me, it just sounds bad. I just don't like the way it sounds. This is like the opposite of Saihate, where Saihate was just like this amazing singer. Senarin, I heard one song from her, and she's younger than me, and I am a fan. She's fucking great. And this song, the start of the song was okay. The instruments were fine. Then it just devolved, and I was like, all right, sure. I don't hate it, but I already forgot what the song was like. It has nothing for me. The visuals are a bunch of Quincy's in the shadows. In the shadows of Soul Society, more specifically. Are we gonna get another like season that is just gonna be a fucking 10 episode siege? I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it, but okay, the intro is really good. Sorry, instead of talking about the episode, let me talk about the new OP and ED because, you know, I think we should. They're good. I mean, one of them is good. The OP I really like. The song I'm not fully sold on, but I don't hate it either. It sounds a little bit punkish, but what I really like are the visuals. I'm looking at it right now, and you see a bunch of characters interacting with one another, and it's not limited to our main cast that we like. You get to see a bunch of Stern Ritters, a bunch of Quincy's hanging out. Like fucking the one that almost killed Byakuya is like a skater. I'm looking at it. He has like a skate and like some like circular like sunglasses. Like he looks like fucking Ozzy Osbourne. Shuhei and Ganju are having a rap battle. And Yumichika is playing. Uryū is gonna jump on the helicopter with Yahabaha, who's a mob boss, I guess. And Ichigo shows up with the hoodie, and he's like, "No, stop." This is interesting because, like, okay, so I don't know this guy's name, but the guy with the mohawk, the Stern Ritter with a mohawk, like he's throwing a basketball at Toshido and Rankiku's face, and it's like the luchador is gonna fight Kensei. The girl who kills people and Shinji are hanging out, and Shinji is standing in an inverted world, which is amazing. Soi Fong is in a haunted house about to punch a dude. Again, the guy who almost killed Byakuya is a skater. He's skating into Rukia, who's fucking shooting at him with a fire extinguisher. Orihime is just looking at Instagram, which is with a picture of Uryū and Ichigo. God, I love Yoruichi. Yoruichi in this design, in this OP, when she has this like weird ponytail and like half of her hair is covering her face and the other half is not there. It's so fucking cool. With her head also looks super slick on that jacket. And then Uryū is pulling out a fucking violin and Ichigo is pulling out a double neck guitar. And then it transitions into like a real fight. The violin is Uryū's bow and Ichigo's dual neck guitar is dual blades. So what we can infer from this intro, I think, from that ending, is that like what we're seeing in the intro is like the casual outwear, not real world version of what is actually happening. Like we're probably gonna see Rukia shoot Sode no Shirayuki and like freeze herself against the skater dude. Q, I think that was his name, the creepy guy. We're gonna see like the guy with the mohawk fight Toshido and Rangiku and shoot something at them. We're gonna get to see Shinji fight the girl who likes killing people, who likes killing hot dudes in her room. Yeah, that was fun. I like that. Okay, so this intro is amazing. I love this intro a lot. Everything about this intro's like animation is incredible. Like I wasn't completely sold on the visuals at first, you know, because it's very much like pastel colors, and I'm personally someone that enjoys like hard, like saturated colors more than I enjoy like soft pastel. But like it sold me. It sold me within like 20 seconds. I was like, okay, no, this is good. This is really good because the style in it is incredible. All right, that's it for the OP-ED talk. I feel like we just needed to do that. I really like this OP. The ED, not so much. Visuals of the ED are fine, but they're kind of meh. We're not getting both banger intros and EDs at the same time. I don't remember when was the last time we had that. I mean, I guess Mask was okay. Mask was good. The final ED for Bleach 2004. Mask was okay by Aqua Times. It took a little bit for it to grow on me. But like I feel like we're never gonna get a better combination than Ranbuna Melody and Song 4. I really like Song 4. I think that might be my favorite Bleach ED alongside Saihate. But like I wish we're gonna reach a day where we're gonna get two bangers OP and ED combination at the same time. Anyway, so let's talk about the show. What I like about this immediate first episode is that we're actually making the Stern Ritters like actual characters now. Because like previous season, they were kind of like a force. They showed up, and even though you can tell that they are gonna matter because they have like unique designs, but that's also like a Kubo thing. So like that's not really an indicator of them like actually mattering at all in the future. But like in this episode, we actually did spend like a fair chunk of the episode, like 10 minutes, only following the Quincy's. And beyond that, something that's like cool storytelling wise and how it interacts with the audience is the fact that Yahabaha just essentially tells everyone, okay, this guy's gonna be my successor. And everyone's like, what the fuck? And you are like, what the fuck? That's Uryū. How is he gonna be the successor of Yahabaha? And it's like, okay, so it's cool because the audience is actually in the same place as every other Stern Reader is. So what ends up happening is that you're actually kind of connecting with the Stern Readers. And then they give you a couple of scenes where they're all talking to each other about like, what was up with that? And then you actually get to follow the one chick. I don't know if she fucked that dude and then she killed him or if she just killed him. But her shirt is unbuttoned or unzipped, I guess. So I'm guessing then she fucked him first. And then she killed him, maybe. So yeah, we follow her. You know, like we get to learn a little bit about her. She gets angry, and whenever she gets angry and frustrated, she finds a hot guy, and then she just fucking kills him. So that's just a thing that she does. We also get to see that she has like a couple of girls that talk to her and know about her things that she does, about her killing hot guys habit. You know, there's a girl with this weird like antenna hair. There's another one that's it's a lolly. There's another one that looks like a slime girl, but not slime. Her hair looks like slime, but she's not. And then there's the one that I like, which looks like a Gyaru. She has like wild green hair. I think her name was Candy. I like that one. Like they're all just talking with her and amongst each other. They're like teasing each other. Like one treats Candy like a slut, and then she's like, stop treating me like a slut, and then the other one's like you aren't one. So like yeah, there's like banter and bickering between them. And then we actually get to see a confrontation between the guy with the mohawk and the blonde guy, and it's like, you were supposed to be the original successor. Why is this new guy the successor? Like, and why are you like upset about it? And it's like, I like the blonde guy because he just says like, I can't object, it's His Majesty's word. And the Mohawk guy is like, oh, okay, so you just don't care what happens, huh? So what if I become the new successor, huh? And it's like, that's not what he said. He didn't say he doesn't care about it. He said that he follows what the Majesty says, which is a good follower trait to have. So like, if Yahabaha says, this is my new successor, he's not going to say no to that. He's like, okay, whatever you say, Majesty. Like, he's a loyal one. So we get to learn about him, and we also get to learn about Mohawk guy being kind of the rough one that doesn't actually get this. And then there's a guy that looks like Kyoraku with Aizen's hair, and he interrupts them. Then we actually get to see a scene with Uryū and Yahabaha, and you're wondering like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? Like, was Uryū joining the bad guys? And there's some stuff we can guess, and I guess we're gonna do that. So Yahabaha explains to Uryū. Uryū asks him, like, why am I the next successor? Like, what's going on here? And Yahabaha explains, you're the only Quincy in history to ever survive the Oshwallen. The Oshwallen was explained to us by Ishin a couple episodes ago. That's what killed Masaki. It's essentially the event in which Quincy's power get taken from them. And what I'm wondering is, like, okay, I guess the thought process here is that Uryū has so much potential as a Quincy. He's like, he can be the strongest Quincy we've ever seen in history because of the fact that when his powers were taken, he was still alive. So like, there's still some shit, like, okay, I guess maybe that's why he drank Yahabaha's blood, because Yahabaha took his powers, and then he was like, okay, you know what, like, I'm gonna give them back to you, so you can, like, be your fully realized potential that he actually took from you, like, all those years ago. So, yeah, okay, maybe that's what that is. But the idea that he's crowning Uryū to be his next successor is entirely because he just sees that Uryū is probably gonna be the strongest Quincy ever, so it's like, okay, you know what, because you survived the fucking culling or whatever, that speaks volumes of what you actually have inside of you. So you know what? You're gonna be the next successor. You're gonna be the next like Quincy leader. So okay, I follow that logic. But what we need to hear is what Uryū saw in that diary. Exactly. So Uryū said, "What was my purpose? The answer was written in my grandfather's diary. Based on your majesty's words, I have confirmed them all to be all true. The Quincy's and Soul Reapers can never get along, and who I really am. That is why I've severed my ties with everything to be here." Okay, I mean, that is a heel turn that comes so out of nowhere and goes unexplained. So there's always the possibility, and I think I am right in assuming, or not assuming, but thinking that this is all gonna be some kind of fake out. You know, like Uryū is gonna be like, actually, you know, I wanted to extract as much information as I could, so I infiltrated, something like that. Because also Uryū's not stupid. That's the thing. Is that Uryū's not a stupid person. Like, I trust Uryū, so I'm just wondering, where is this all coming from? And in order to be able to have anything to say on that matter, we need to know what the fuck was written in that diary. Because at the time, right now, I'm just sitting here and I'm wondering, like, I think Uryū's doing a fake out. I think he's infiltrating the enemy or something like that. Or he just doesn't know what he's doing. But based on this, it sounds like he knows what he's doing. But now I'm wondering if he's lying or if he's not. And I'm leaning towards the fact that he's lying because I want to believe in him. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, but I need to know what he read. That's the most important thing. Also, he said, based on his words, I can confirm them to be true. I mean, yeah, Habaha could have lied, but also maybe he didn't. Like, because maybe he just read something like, I don't know, the Shinigamis did something so fucked up, and like, I hate them now. And I don't know, maybe something like that. I don't know what the fuck he could have read. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, they're all infiltrating the Nega Seirei now. I don't know what the fuck is going on there, but sure. I look forward to the next episode to see what that is about. Something I was wondering about Uryū again, and the Quincy's, is that Yahabaha refers to him as the last living Quincy. Ryuken is still around. Is Ryuken not considered a Quincy anymore? Or were Ryuken's powers taken? I don't think they were. I think we saw Ryuken just shoot before. Yeah. So, like, Ryuken is still a Quincy? Or maybe he's not by title? I don't know. So, like, I'm thinking about, like, do they just not know that Ryuken is still alive? Or does Ryuken not count? Ryuken is gonna have to matter, I think, to the plot. Like, we just saw a fair bit of Ryuken, and this is the Quincy arc. So Ryuken is definitely gonna have to come in and, like, actually be a part of the plot on some level. But, like, if Uryū is so fucking strong, then how... like, Ryuken would have to be incredibly strong as well. Like, he got together with Katagiri, who was supposed to be just, like, a very weak, low-tier Quincy. I mean, maybe she was secretly just incredible, or maybe the combination of the two is secretly just fucking incredible. But, like, Ryuken should also be... I mean, if Ryuken was also part of the Ashwalan, then he should also... like, be incredibly strong because he survived. Unless we find out that Ryuken is actually a ghost. He's always been a ghost. That would be funny. Anyway, so yeah, that's just a bullet point that I want to focus on. Ryuken. What the fuck is Ryuken's, like, point here? Oh, dude, I just remember. The first shot of this season is Come. By the way. The first shot of this season is Come. That's the opener for season 2 of 1000 Year Blood War. It's just Come. So Chad and Orihime and maybe Grimjo are gonna train in Wakamundo. Ichigo is going to train. I don't fucking know what training he's doing. He's in, like, a path that God put him on. We got to see Hiyori and Hachi and Lisa Yadomaru and Love Aikawa. I think that was his name. You know, all the Visors that we haven't seen yet, they're not in Soul Society. They're just in Earth. I guess they just decided to hang out in Earth. Anyway, so Shinji called Hiyori on the phone and asked her to do something. And then Hiyori goes, alright, fine, I'll do it. We are hereby forming the fixin' the super pain in the butt distortion between the world of the living and Soul Society crew. I have no clue what they're doing, but I'm guessing, I mean, based on what she said, there is some kind of, like, distortion happening between the world of the living and Soul Society. I mean, maybe that was always been the case because Karakura Town is fucked up. And that was kind of the whole point of the battle for Karakura Town. So maybe they're gonna put in a bunch of seals or something in order to, like, fix that. But I feel like they should have fixed that already. So I have no idea why that is the thing now. Anyway, then we get to see Ryuka and Renji just training, and they're... At first, I didn't know what training was, but it appears that the training was just enhanced gravity. based on what the old men said, because the moment they stepped in, they just fell over. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, if it looks like increased gravity. So they're doing Goku training. That's what they're doing. And then after that, we get to see Kyoraku. And this scene with Kyoraku is kind of funny to me. The reason why is because he shows up and he talks to Ichigo's friends. The only one's names I remember is Tatsuki. Is the other guy Misuhiro? And then there's the other guy that I don't like. That's the guy I like the least because he's the more like balls first of the two. You know, I'm surprised that they know who Kyoraku is. Like, oh, you're a captain, right? It's like so casual. You're a captain of Squad 8. And it's like, I didn't even know that they knew that. Like, I knew that they knew stuff, but I don't know how much they knew. They know fucking captains, dude. They know captains by name and division. That's like, damn. Alright, so he shows up. And they're all like, oh, you're one of the captains. It's like, oh man, I'm flattered you remember me. Anyway, I came here to tell you about Ichigo. He might never come back. This guy just gets really upset at him. Like, he explains to them, like, he's training to gain new power, but like, I don't know what the fuck kind of powers he's gonna come back with. And maybe he'll just be so fucking strong that he'll tear the fabric of reality in the human world. So he might never be able to fucking set foot in the human world again. So everyone's just like, what the fuck? And this guy is just, he starts just grabs Kyoraku's clothes and just starts like, I'm gonna beat your ass. And he just starts fucking telling him like, how dare you do that shit for, because like Ichigo is really doing all of this to help them out. And he's like, you're taking all of this away from Ichigo. And then Misuhiro comes in and he's like, yeah, but this is all hypothetical, right? What is the percentage chance? And then Kyoto goes like, oh, the percentage chance is like less than like, I don't know, 20,000, something like that. And at that moment, I knew what the scene was like. At that moment, I knew what the point was. The point was to say, hey, Kyoto is such a cool guy. Like, they're all doing this thing that I need to do. And the chance of something bad happening is really small. It's probably not going to happen. But like the only reason why the scene is developing in this way is just to tell you like Kyoto is such a cool guy because he came all the way to warn them, even though it's probably not going to happen anyway. But they should know because they're their friends, and Kyoto understands that because he's a cool guy. And then Tatsuki literally just says it out loud. You came all the way here just to tell us about something so unlikely. It's like, yeah, isn't Kyoto the best? Like, that's what it sounds like. That's what that scene was like to me. And I was like, it was one of those moments where I just can just see behind the veil, and I see Kuvo just writing that, and I'm like, isn't Kyoto the best? And I'm like, you know what? Sure, you're writing him, so he is the best, actually. Anyway, he gives them soul passes, which is funny to me. It's literally just like, you can go to heaven for a little bit. You can just check out heaven, just to visit Ichigo if it ever comes to that. But anyway, the fact that he's given them soul passes to me looks like something important. That looks like maybe they're going to be important at some point using those soul passes. So that's interesting to me. I have no idea how that's going to matter, but I'm guessing that it will. Orihime has a conversation with Chad where she kind of like lays down the Pacific side of war. About like, you know, we humans are just hanging out in Wekamundo, hanging out with Rancars and Holos in order to save Soul Reapers. Like, it feels kind of nice, doesn't it? It's like, you know what? Yeah, it's cool. And Orihime is like, yeah, it would be nice if we could continue helping one another. Okay, hold on. I just saw something that I didn't like pick up on the first time I watched it. Urahara is opening the tent, and then two people approach Urahara, and I have no fucking clue who they are. Who are they? Two people approach Urahara. I mean, one of them looks like a girl because it looks like a dress of sorts and some kind of high sock. And then the other one looks like maybe someone holding a briefcase? Like maybe a dude in a suit or someone in a suit holding a suitcase or something like that. Who could they be? I'm thinking like Fullbringers. Who lived? Jackie. No, it's not Jackie. That's a white hand. Yukio? I mean, that dress doesn't look like Riruka's dress. Riruka's dress was like black and white. This is like red with like a pattern. So maybe it's not Fullbringers. Who else then? We just saw the visor, so it's not them. I mean, maybe it's like Urahara's people, right? Like maybe it's like fucking Uryū and the other kid, the redhead kid, and Tesai. Maybe it's them, but why would they like hide who they are? I feel like they're hiding who they are just because they're like important characters and we don't want to reveal it just yet. But I don't recognize who these are. Who the fuck are they? I would say Arankars, but like they're wearing like normal clothing, not like the Arankar outfit. I mean, maybe the Arankar outfit was the outside outfit, so maybe they could just wear whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, so that just throws me off. I have no idea who's visiting Urahara. We'll learn in the future, I guess. Anyway, so then it ends with the song of Yahabaha just announcing that I'm gonna end the world in 9 days, by the way. So sure. So that's happening sometime in 9 days. So this entire season might happen over the course of 9 days. Maybe not just the season, the entire arc might happen across 9 days, which is really fun for me, actually. That sounds really fun for me. The idea that we are going to have an insane stretch amount of episodes in such a short amount of time. Like, it's like, you know how in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood does like the final 20 episodes and they happen in one day? Something like that. That would be nice to see. That would be really fun. So I am excited for the future of the show. Okay, I think that's going to be it for this episode discussion. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. And alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this reaction episode to 1000 Year Blood War. If you would like to watch the next 2 episode reactions, they should be up already over at Patreon. Check out the link in the description below. Pop up on screen somewhere around here. And yeah, thank you so much. See you guys next time. Bye bye. Take care.